Welcome one, welcome all, welcome inside Classic City Center for perhaps the most influential match Women's Major League Indoor Soccer has had to offer in the inaugural season. You've chosen a fantastic afternoon to join us. Today, the home team, Summit City United, has a chance to punch their ticket to the league championship game on the 12th of April. Zoo City FC has a chance to stay alive and put increasing pressure on Summit. Zoo City entering play 2-2 and Summit 3-1. They were their last time out were defeated 7-6 in overtime by the Chicago Mustangs. The head-to-head series would be 1-1 should Zoo City win this one, and goal differential would be the next consideration for tiebreaker to see who gets into that championship match. Even more interestingly, Zoo City can control their own destiny by winning out and also taking down the undefeated Mustangs in the final match of the season. Scheduled for a 3 p.m. kickoff, we got 2:59 here from Waterloo, Indiana. In goal for Zoo City, they're going to be without their starting keeper, Jordan Hartman, and they have had to scrap it together. Hartman injured in practice on Wednesday of this week, and Zoo City's going to turn to number 1, Rachel Wineclaw, as they have scratched and clawed. What a fitting name for Wineclaw to be leading the unit out right now. Susu Roberts, you might have heard of her. That's Zoo City's leading scorer, and she's tied for 3rd in the WMLIS with the 9 goals coming in. That ties her with Christina Kosachevsky as well as Zoe Swift, both of POW Chicago, behind Layla Moj Tahiti of Summit City, as well as Stephanie Nunez, the goal leader. Nunez coming into today with 15 scores overall and 19 points, both to lead the league. Summit City's starting lineup goes like this. In goal, Carmen Swigard. Swigard's been in something of a time change, or a timeshare rather, with Caitlin Gasper, but she'll get the start today. Natalie Zimmerman, Eliana Summers, Kim Ortega, Abby Adams, and Rachel Swigard. That rounds out the starting 5 for Summit City. Zoo City, Susu Roberts, Sarah Bruns, Maritza Miranda, Emma Boland, and Sam Foster. That's their starting 5. Numbers go 10, 11, 2, 12, and 15 for Summit. Your field players 9, 7, 8, 16, and 22. Susu Roberts, hair tied up and just about ready to kick this thing off. It's 3 p.m. on the dot here from Waterloo. We won't make the pop culture references if we can avoid it. It will be difficult throughout the day, but we'll do our absolute best. Another one bites the dust. How fitting. Find out who that's going to be in just about 60 minutes of match time from right now. Just awaiting that final whistle, and we'll get this thing started. There it is, that's kickoff. Emma Boland of first touch. She's gonna lay it down in the area of Sarah Bruns for Zoo City. Bruns, Roberts, Maritza Miranda all had a chance at this ball. Looks like it's gonna head back the other way with 22. Rachel Swigard. Swigard first shot, gonna be stuffed. Rachel Wineclaw again getting her first start in her first match action with Zoo City. Welcome to the party. It is a playoff final chase. Sarah Bruns looking to clear this out from the Zoo City end. That's a good touch from Natalie Zimmerman. Zimmerman, as well as Kim Ortega, tied as league leaders in the WMLIS. You've got 5 assists apiece for those two. The bouncing ball tracked down by Emma Boland, Zoo City defender. Off of a board, looks like it got Bruns in the back. Lorenza looking to clear this thing. 25, Juliana Chupp. Part of the first round of subs here for Summit. No shots up on the board, save for the one. Now Roberts had a great look. That is a stuff of stuffs from Swigard, a thievery. Roberts got into the hip pocket and took that away smoothly from Zimmerman. Here's 15, Sam Foster, the defender. She's a senior at Olivet College. Now the University of Olivet. Here is Chupp. Chupp mistimed, overswung. We apologize for not having the clock with us. We'll do our best to update you on time. It's 13:06 here of the first quarter. Ball is sent bouncing. 16, Abby Adams cracked the starting lineup a couple of matches ago. Adams tracks this ball down, wasn't able to put up a shot yet. Swigard lining it up, she's dangerous, blocked. From Boland first, now juggled up around and over everybody. Out of play, we should have the restart here at the 12:40 mark of the first quarter. Sioux City looking to start a run with Foster, the defender. She's showing off the wheels, defended by Zimmerman. Rolled harmlessly along the boards. Swigard to chuck it down. To the other Swigard, there's Rachel to give chase. Brenna Musser from the midfield for Kalamazoo defensively knocks this away. Continues to be Foster getting the offensive touches. Foster to Roberts. Had an idea, but Swigard saw it immediately. Brindley Neuenhuis controlling right now along the right board, closest to us at the table. A couple of rollback moves from Maria Maurer. If you'll recall, Maurer scored Sioux City's first 2 goals in their franchise history in the WMLIS. Neuenhuis got a shot blocked by Abby Adams. This is going. Apologies, we lost you for half a moment on the audio. And we're back. This is also up and over the board again. That ball went way out of play. I don't think we're going to be seeing that one anytime soon. Somebody's got to go all the way down there and get it. Restart coming. It's 11:30 of the first quarter. No score. Here's 20, Sophie Bradford. Bradford off the ball right, was looking for Neuenhuis. Summit City touch there was 13, Amy Drew. And you should have a first foul whistled on Maria Maurer, it looked like. You got one shot on goal on each side. Rachel Wineclaw and Carmen Swigard, the one save apiece. You've seen both teams playing in their own ends, not a whole lot in the midfield. There's a shot blistered and a rebound gathered quick. Good look from Jocelyn Alfonso. Here is Jessica Kennedy, Sioux City captain, owner, forward at times, you name it, making her triumphant debut. Injured in that inaugural match against Summit. It was a block shot and a fantastic block shot that cost her the torn meniscus, but she's made a rapid recovery. This ball is bouncing right along the boards. It's going to hug them and will stay in. Summit City possessing in their own end here. Amy Drew got the eyes downfield, wants to chuck a long ball down and does. Alfonso, long run. Not far from goal. Sophie Bradford says, oh, I don't like this. Where will Sioux City go looking to clear? Looks like it's going to stay in their end for now. Kennedy a touch. Will she go pass back? Bradford, beautiful tackle. That's taken away by Amy Drew. Shot saved, Wineclaw. And we're still scoreless. Kennedy was in a collision. That ball is sent out over everything. Sarah Bruns subs on here for Sioux City. About a 90-minute ride from Kalamazoo. their travel certainly could be worse as they have headed to the Mustangs and Powell. Those were certainly longer drives than this, about 3 hours. Amy Drew nearly splits a double. Drew, good pass, shot too high. Alina Garcia. A couple of subs in and out for Summit. In fact, they're going to do a whole line change here. Go back with almost their starting 5 in the field. You've got 10 Alyssa Weissman as the one reserve on right now. Bruns and Zimmerman. Bruns a takeaway. Shot scored! At the 8:36 mark of the first quarter, Sarah Bruns cracks the scoreboard. And the road team up first. Sarah Bruns, 8:36 first quarter, first score. We've got it unassisted, unofficially right now. Foul after the collision with Boland. This is a free kick from the goalkeeper, Emily Myers. Myers is now pestered by Maritza Miranda. Swigard, cross maybe, blocked. Sort of a similar start to, again, the inaugural match when these first met in Kalamazoo. That game, Zoo City struck first, and then a disastrous second quarter would see them outscored 5-0, and that ended up sort of being all she wrote, as it was 8-4 Summit. The scoring in that second half was even at 2-2. As Swigard puts one on net, the rebound so close from Myers. Oh, Myers is going to want it back, but we'll probably have plenty of chances. Myers is still pressuring Boland here. We're at the 7:28 mark here of the first quarter. This popped out to Roberts. She slow played it, now gets it taken away, and that could be a good news for Summit. It was Zimmerman who took it away from Roberts initially. Now Roberts might hit that turbo. Roberts up for Bruns. She's got time, space, blocked. Whether blocked or saved, it was either Summer or Swigard. Nonetheless, they both closed it down beautifully. After Bruns got the first score, Bruns soft touch for Roberts. Roberts high with the left. And the first media timeout coming. As they take a break, we'll take a break, and it'll be just like no time at all as we come back in mere moments here from Classic City Center. And we are back like nothing ever happened. That timeout was at the roughly at the 6:48 mark. We had a brief timeout for the media, and as we come back in from it, it's still 1-0. Zoo City, the road team here against Summit. With their backs against the wall for the season, how will they respond? Foster tried to hug this all the way down to about 3/4 of the field away, just couldn't quite do it. This is shot way up over everything. I think that might have even found a hole in the net over there. Restart coming in a moment. Rachel Wineclaw in goal for Zoo City. They brought in 2 keepers on next to no notice. Again, their starting keeper, Jordan Hartman, injured in practice Wednesday. There's Kim Ortega, good dump off for Swigard. She lines it up and wanted a pass, that's broken up. To Kayla Bunkowski down there to assist on the offensive end. Swigard high. Bunkowski, couple juggles. It was touched by Bunkowski and bouncing ball. Swigard might have a step. Bradford, good recovery speed to cut her off. Swigard shoots a little wide of the frame. Continues to be Rachel Swigard. Had an open player. That's with the left that's missed. There's a lot of room there. 21, Zimmerman. As Wineclaw scoops this up, she's going to bowl it back out. Sophie Bradford. Seen a lot of good from Carmen Swigard in goal, but was beaten by Sarah Bruns. It was the 9:40-something mark. We'll write it down for you when we get a chance. Maurer out for Kennedy. Shot a little wide. Wouldn't that have been poetic? Maurer pulled it too. It does stay down there. Neuenhuis wants Kennedy in that far right corner. She's doubled and then chipped off of her. Swigard to clear this thing out. Where will she go? Starts with Zimmerman. With the eyes forward. Bradford hit the deck. What a dive by Musser to take that thing away. And then a save. Musser certainly slowed it down. What a tackle attempt. Thrown in a little bit short for Maurer. This might make more difficult clearance for Sioux City. They got to find a plan when they need to clear. And they haven't necessarily had it perfect yet. Mistouch from Amy Drew. Neuenhuis takes it away. She's looking for some help. Neuenhuis slow played it up for Maurer. Maurer with a step. Maurer runs it down off a wall. Kennedy wanted to clean it up. Neuenhuis, no dice. Amy Drew. We slow it down, but boys, Sioux City had a couple of good looks there. Again, Carmen Swigard, been tested so far. Got just a couple of shots on goal against from Rachel Wineclaw, but so far in her debut, 11 plus shutout minutes. We're at the 3:36 mark here in the first quarter. This is Roberts, wants to drive through everybody. Roberts, nearly a globetrotter move. Could she have pulled that off? Missed just ahead of Bruns on a cross. Bruns was open. Swigard looking where she'll send it down. Just shy of a restart, a little bit short of that wall, the top of the wall. Swigard watches Roberts chase her down and then picks it up. Jocelyn Alfonso stepping out. Boland heads it in the Sioux City direction. And that's sliced off the foot of Swigard. Gonna have some more substitutions coming. Gonna come from the top of the arc. Looks like Roberts is the one who's gonna take this free kick. Not surprising at all, it would be to see Roberts shoot this. Roberts with the right scores! Roberts with the heat seeker. And it's 2-0 Sioux City. That's Susu Roberts at the 12:15 mark. 2-0 Sioux City. That is 2 minutes 45 seconds remaining. Sarah Bruns, Susu Roberts one apiece here in the quarter, and Summit City saying, uh-oh. They got time to get one back right now. Here is a takeaway from Zimmerman. Zimmerman nearly collided big time with Boland. She sends it down in the area of Swigard. That's always a good choice. And they get one back in the blink of an eye. That took 22 seconds from the restart. It's Abby Adams. Adams at the 12:37 mark from Rachel Swigard. As we kick right back off, home team saying, all right, maybe this isn't so hard.
Emma, you got two, Emma, you got two.
Maurer has to hurdle Swigard a little bit. They made some light contact. And we've hit 2 minutes left, first quarter. Boland back for the keeper, Rachel Wineclaw. Wineclaw as well as Mackenzie Paul making their, well, perhaps making their Zoo City debuts. Wineclaw drawing the start at least. Stoppage here at 1:46 left. Had an official, I think, got his hand on that. I thought we were going to see a reset. Looked like it was clearly over the wall nonetheless. Well, you can't really argue this one. There is a definite restart. Should be coming at 1:32. That's all that's left for the quarter. Emma Boland ready to boot this back in. You got a great look at her. Boland goes direct. Roberts maybe got a hand on it. Swigard juggled and recovers. Not to worry. Keeps it where it is at 2-1. Now 1:15 for the first quarter. Rachel Swigard. Swigard with the right. She tucked it in. Scarred.
Yes, Rachel!
Swigard had that furthest corner calling her name. And quickly, extremely quickly, in fact, 2-2. 13 minutes, 50 seconds in. Rachel Swigard. Between Adams and Swigard, those goals took just 1 minute and 13 seconds. 2-2. Zoo City warming up that quote-unquote reserve keeper Mackenzie Paul for perhaps a change at the quarter. We'll find that out real soon. We're under 45 seconds for that quarter. Zimmerman with the left, deflected off the knee, I think, of Wineclaw. Swigard still with possession. She shoots, plunks the wall. Zimmerman wants to follow it. 30 seconds. Summit blitzing here in the last couple of minutes of this quarter. Kennedy looks to run this thing all the way down, shot a little wide. Neuenhuis, body contact with Alonzo. This is out for Maritza Miranda. Now Sophie Bradford with 10 seconds left. Hoists one, and it's gobbled up by Swigard. Now does Swigard have one chance, Rachel that is, to put one up? She will not. But a first quarter 2-2, way tighter than that. If you can even call it tighter, as it's a tie game, but it feels like it. Susu Roberts, Sarah Bruns had the first two for Zoo City, then Abby Adams and Rachel Swigard with less than 2.5 minutes to go in the quarter. They'll take a quarter break, we'll take a quarter break, and be back with you here in a moment from Classic City Center in Waterloo, Indiana. And we are back for quarter number 2. Tanner White. At this point, I'm going to be willing to say the official voice of the WMLIS. Here from Classic City Center in Waterloo, Indiana, it's Summit City United and Zoo City FC. Zoo City struck for the first two. Sarah Bruns first, as this is just a little bit high. And Zoo City did make the changing goal. They went to Mackenzie Paul. Paul is tested right away. That somehow is too high. Oh, would have loved to have the instant replay on that of just how close it came. This is a strong takeaway. Summit looks to start a run with Alyssa Weissman now, up for Emily Myers. Myers with a ton of room. It was just too far ahead, maybe half a stride. Sam Foster over for Emma Boland. Zoo City starting this one. Doing a fair amount of work in their defensive third. The Summit City scores were Abby Adams at the 12:37 mark and Rachel Swigard 1 minute and 13 seconds later. Swigard with the assist on the Adams score as well. Emma Boland along the board for Bruns. Boland flips it, and Zoo City had Miranda streaking. They didn't see her maybe for half a second, but oh, if they had and hit that in stride, that would have spelled trouble for the home team. Summit City in the home purples with the white shorts. Zoo City in the whites with the, what do you even really call it, on the accents of all of the different color, but fantastic uniform. Roberts The rebound was a little bit scary. Roberts might keep this and try again. Here she gets it poked away. Roberts out for Foster. Foster with 1 score this season. That was back in a match against Powell. She told me she hadn't scored since she was about 8 to 10 years old. That's blocked. A spinning, whirling dervish from Juliana Chupp. She sends this all the way down. It's a 2-horse race here. Weissman a little bit high into the midsection maybe of Miranda. Miranda shrugged it off. Bruns is tied up with Chupp. No foul there. They played on through a goodly deal of contact. Swigard comes on the change for Summit City. Swigard has the eyes forward. Up for Chupp. She was letting Swigard know she wanted it. Then Miranda recovered from the midfield. Myers down low, a little bit wide, but Dovin on. And Mackenzie Paul says, yep, we're not playing around. Not in a match like today, they aren't. Miranda takes a while to decide where she's going to go. Now it's up to Sophie Bradford. Bradford shot saved. Get that out of here. That's Swigard territory. Now the other, it's Rachel again. She dumps it off for Chupp. Chupp one more. What a save up high. If that thing would have gone high, it would have been just by an inch or two. Now Chupp gets it back and scores. Juliana Chupp nets one. That's the first score here for quarter number 2, and Summit City takes the lead back. Three minutes, 10 seconds into the quarter. 11:50 remaining. Juliana Chupp. I believe you've got Swigard on the assist. We'll try and check that for you when we get a chance as well. 3 minutes, 10 seconds into the quarter. Zoo City now trails Summit City with their first lead of the match. Got a whistle down in the corner, see who they got. Typically, it's going to be the player shaking their head. I believe that was Kim Ortega. Sioux City restart from the corner. Maurer came flying in there, looking to cause havoc. Maurer and Eliana Summers. Eliana Summer, rather, pardon me. The goalkeeper, Paul, off of Ortega. Here is Jessica Kennedy looking for a turn from Maurer. That pass is cut off. Kennedy tries to go through a couple and lay it up for Bradford. Bradford and Brenna Musser from the defensive half. Sioux City will clear. That's become more of an issue. The first 10 minutes or so, Sioux City very solid in that regard. Beyond that, Summit, yeah, pressing big time. Neuenhuis right out by the center stripe. Back for Musser. Pressure still putting on up there by the forward Amy Drew. A clean takeaway. Swigard should be one-on-one. Shoots. Bang! That's to Rachel Swigard. 4 minutes and 45 seconds in. Summit City doubling them up right now at 4-2. Kick it off, and that 2-goal lead, now the largest. Sioux City had their own 2-goal lead back, and it was 2-0. Maria Maurer with the left, off a wall, and Swigard recovers it. To say it's a good day for the Swigard sisters already, bit of an understatement. Ortega took a bump from Musser, a little swim move, like they're playing American football. And it was a foul on Musser. Juliana Chupp, Abby Adams, and 2 for Rachel Swigard. Those are your 4 scorers. It was a Summit City squad that had a dozen different goal scorers coming into today. A very balanced attack outside of Layla Mojtahidi, who they've now been without for a couple of matches in a row. Mojtahidi, also a fabulous futsal player. Takeaway from Maurer. Maurer to start a run, and how often does Susu Roberts finish those for Zoo City? Quite often. She's gonna shoot here, pulled it, left a little bit too tight. Ortega to Drew, pass intercepted there by Musser. Now Maurer. Maurer missed. Musser maybe got away with a little bit of a shove after a rebound could have been there. Swigard continues to menace. She runs this all the way down. Swigard defended by Bradford. And in for the one-timer to Zimmerman. Everybody got the oohs and the ahs. You heard it. Drew, shot high. If there weren't a net up there, it could have gone out that window. And now big line changes coming. May have been 5 and 5 on both sides, I believe it was. Now, with all the fresh bodies, what happens? Restart, it was close up at the top of that board. 8 minutes and 37 seconds. That's what's showing on the clock now in the second quarter. Juliana Chupp scored earlier this quarter. Here goes a little bit up high. It was 3 minutes and 10 seconds into the quarter. Chupp from, we still believe, Rachel Swigard. But we'll wait on official confirmation. Chupp says, hey, that's a little bit up high, right? Nonetheless. Bruns, Chupp, interception. She's working against Bolin. Bolin does a split. Ouch. Recovers. Now this is back to the keeper, Swigard. Elects to go long ball. Chupp with Alfonso. A little bit of contact from Bolin. Try and take this away. Ends up in the lap of Bolin. Will she shoot this? Bolin gives off. Roberts with the patience. Maybe waited too long. Roberts the turn. Blocked. Really, just about every possession, often on attack, is designed for Zoo City to end with Susu Roberts. Bolin coming off right now says, hey, I need one, and Sophie Bradford goes and grabs her. Bradford, Sam Foster, Maritza Miranda, Sarah Bruns, and Susu Roberts. That's your 5 on the field right now for Zoo City. Miranda scores! Precision, placement, power. Maritza Miranda gonna cut it to 4-3. And we got a media timeout coming. Maritza Miranda cuts it to 4-3. And now we'll take a break. Be back with you in a moment, like it never happens. And we are back out of the media timeout, just a little over halfway through quarter number 2. That was 7:52 into the quarter. The stoppage at 7:08 left. This is off the head of Sophie Bradford. Reset ball is going to Summit. The home team leads, but it's just 4-3 right now. Maritza Miranda had the last score at that 7:52 mark that led us into the timeout. Long ball hits again to Chupp. Chupp over for Alfonso to her right. Alfonso shoots with the left, save. Mackenzie Paul. Paul, a freshman at Madonna. A lot of great programs at Madonna over on the east side of Michigan. Roberts collects this beyond the midfield. Gonna dump it maybe a little hard for Foster. Foster defended here by Bunkowski. Kayla Bunkowski cuts that off nicely. Bradford, whoa! Swigard got a piece, not so clear, and then she's gonna elect to make a business decision here. Zoo City needing some subs. Looks like they're gonna go and grab their captain, Jessica Kennedy. Zoo City from the top of the arc. You've got Miranda lining up. Now I think Kennedy may be saying, I want it. Here comes Kennedy, shot a little high. Maybe still will be able to keep it down there. Kennedy loses it, she's pickpocketed. Bunkowski, wasn't much, but I think it did clip. at top of the board. Zoo City side saying, hey, we've got 4 fouls right now. We got to recall that.
Yeah, it does.
Would be a shootout on the next.
They're aware, Oscar. Yeah, they're aware.
Swigard way down to Chupp. Jocelyn Alfonso out for Abby Adams rather. Bunkowski,
There you go. We'll take it.
a little too high. That's how that possession will end in the Zoo City half.
Hey, Sarah, we're at 4. No, I know.
Kennedy gets a little bit caught up here. Amy Drew just beyond that midfield stripe. Drew with Musser down, might have a chance. Drew goes back to the right, shot saved! Right in the face, Mackenzie Paul.
Give her pressure, give her pressure.
Jocelyn Alfonso again. On attack, where will she look to go? Drew from near the center. Paul, the keeper, says, I got it. Clock just hit 5 minutes to play here in the first half. It's 4-3, Summit City United over Zoo City FC. Tight as could be. Nobody led by more than 2 so far. Natalie Zimmerman. Zimmerman launched one over everybody, it looked like, but Alina Garcia noticed it. Maurer hits one up to Neuenhuis. Weissman, good recovery speed defensively. Weissman, one of the standout defensive midfielders in this league. Myers holds on to it a while, now got Weissman, open, scores! 5-hole, and that ball said, whoop! And 5-3 back to the home team. 4 minutes, 13 seconds to play. Weissman from Emily Myers. And the PA announcer may have let you know if you were listening. Boland carries this across the half, runs into Myers, it comes loose. Now Amy Drew. Drew beyond the half, and Summit City looking to end this half with a blitz. Their lead's 5-3 right now. I think they're crediting the goal to Myers right now. I believe we had Weissman. We'll try and check that at the half for you. March Madness on and the televisions in the background. Yeah, it's about that month. Remember the championship of the WMLIS just about 3 weekends from today. That's Saturday, April 12th. Headed all the way down with Zimmerman, and then one-timer not there.
Drive! One behind! One behind!
Roberts, little hip check from Summer. Now Brenna Musser gets possession back. Roberts again meeting Summer, meeting a wall. Boland near the middle of the field to Neuenhuis. Roberts handling, gonna draw lots of marks. Blocked by Summer. A run starting here with Amy Drew. Good recovery from Maurer. Swigard got a chance. Get that out of here with Mackenzie Paul. Clock just hit 2 minutes. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Apologies on the scoreboard. Currently, Summit City leading 5-3. And now you'll see that change reflected. Swigard looking to make it 6, fights through a couple. Eventually might be forced to give this thing off. Boy, triple teamed maybe. That is the Rachel Swigard effect. We've seen plenty of that this season. Bullies her way to just about whatever spot she wants and then launches with some authority. Roberts is tossed by Summer. They're gonna say this is clean, and now Summit's gonna have a whole lot of numbers. Summer held on to this quite a while, thought we'd see a shot attempt, as Roberts is just now getting back defensively. Now Zimmerman, and that's no problem for Mackenzie Paul in goal. But oh, what that possession could have been. 1 minute to play. 1 minute for the first half. Bruns scored the first one from Zoo City, been quieter here in this second quarter. They're gonna make a sub here with Boland coming off and Sophie Bradford coming on under 45 seconds. Here's 14, Jalen Van Volkenberg, another one of the newer members of Zoo City FC, active for their last match at home versus Pau Chicago, just a little bit high. This stoppage comes at 32.1 seconds to play in the first half. .1 seconds more. I believe we got a timeout called. As they take a timeout, we'll take a timeout and be back with you here in a moment. And we are back out of that final timeout of this, presumably final timeout of the half, we should say. You got 32.1 seconds. We have seen crazier things. There was the last match that Summit maybe doesn't want to talk about, dropping to the Mustangs. That one eventually went to overtime. They were outscored 5-1 combined in the fourth quarter and overtime. And Stephanie Nunez, just 2 minutes and 16 seconds into that one, hit the game winner for her fourth. And to add on to the league leading 15 goal total. Bradford got in a hip pocket. Take this away. Chubb's got a look, and Mackenzie Paul stuffs it. Now just 3, 2, and 1. And that is all for the first half. The home team, Summit City United, will go into the break with the lead 5-3. There are some shades of when these first two teams met in the inaugural match, but there's 30 more minutes in this thing to sort it out. We'll get the scoring recap to you when we come back from half. What you need to know for right now, the home team, Summit City United, with the 5-3 lead. Their last score, to put it there, was Alyssa Weissman at the 4:45 mark of the second quarter. We'll be back after the half, get that scoring recap to you, and then we'll be just about ready for half number 2. It's Zoo City FC and Summit City United. And we are back for half number 2. Zoo City and Summit City locked in a 5-3 contest right now. Summit City with the lead at the quarter. Our apologies, ever so slightly late on the start of the first half here. But out of the break, 5-3, the Summit lead. Their last score was just about 4 minutes and 45 seconds from halftime. That was off of Alyssa Weissman from Emily Myers. Weissman's one score. You also had scores in that first half from Abby Adams and a couple from Rachel Swigard, one from Juliana Chubb. Roberts with a long run and a finish to cut it just 54 seconds in. Roberts scored the second goal for Zoo City, and now she gets her second goal for the day. So, 5-4, your score now shows Zoo City trailing by just 1, and nobody's had a lead of more than 2 goals so far. An explosive start to half number 2. It's a very, very long ball. Zoo City is playing quarters with their keepers here. I got to ask a little bit about the plan from halftime. They're going back to Rachel Wineclaw for now. Wineclaw let that thing go. Maybe would have rather flopped on it and been able to clear it a little bit easier, but instead she's going to make the Summit City job a little bit easier. That's a shot deflected. Watch the rebound from Drew. Wasn't able to put it off. Sam Foster pestering her right now. And one touched a little bit too wide from Kim Ortega. Bruns, clear attempt, blocked here. Drew, little back heel, cool move for Adams, and save, Rachel Wineclaw. Roberts to start another run. She wants to do it herself, as Summit did make a change in goal. They've been known to do this as well. It's Caitlin Gasper starting this quarter. And Gasper, as she saw her first shot attempt against, gave up the score to Roberts 54 seconds in. Sioux City looking to put up a shot with Boland, maybe Foster, a little high, not much. And the follow from Brunn, she couldn't settle it. Caitlin Gasper checking back in goal. The keeper, Wineclaw, bounces that one off of an official. Drew a shot, looked to be blocked by Maritza Miranda. Miranda word that one, and now you got a handball called. See who they got though. Could have been Miranda. Yeah, it looks like it was. Restart coming from real close range here. You got options. Could even choose to shoot, but you could go shorter with a pass, long with a cross. They go real short. Now a shot blocked. Boland give that ball an Olay and got out of the way. And again, Sioux City still struggling a little bit with their plans to clear sometimes. Alina Garcia wanted to roll one long for Adams. It's cut off. Bruns, good couple of handles as she is pressured by Amy Drew. Gasper watches this thing. Roberts in her face, and she's going to pick it up. Caitlin Gasper called on in a very difficult spot. You got a couple of people signaling for a handball there on Miranda, or rather Sam Foster, but I don't think they're going to get it. Gasper, the keeper. And should be a restart up there. Going to see a couple of changes on each side. Jocelyn Alfonso and Maria Maurer, the two players that came on, one on each side. 11 minutes, 19 seconds here of the third quarter. Sioux City with the one score in this quarter. It was Susu Roberts, just about 54 seconds in for Roberts' second one of the day. Here, she's at the top of the arc. Will she shoot this? Roberts went soft, maybe too soft. Now she'll have to steal this thing back, and she's not going to be able to do it. Jocelyn Alfonso tripped her up a little bit.
Confirming with you to make sure we're on the same page.
Here is Sophie Bradford. Bradford with the eyes ahead, hits it long to Bruns. Bradford, lots of room. Bradford with the left.
Nice try, So.
Tapped it back up there, maybe thinking rebound, not quite. As Gasper puts it back in play, Summit City holding that slimmest of leads. It's 5-4. 10 minutes, 40 seconds, third quarter. Roberts is going to draw the double more times than not at this point of the match, having just scored the last one for Sioux City a few minutes ago and having two. That adds to her total. She's now got 11 on the season. That actually ties her with Layla Mojtahidi of Summit City. Roberts looking for three. She'll now dump off. Maurer, save. Gasper. Juliana Chupp says, hey, somebody get down here. Chupp needing some help. Roberts might take this thing away, create all herself. She's been known to do this. Roberts gonna hit the gas. Bang! Oh, it's a hat trick in spectacular style. And all alone in second place in the WMLIS with a dozen goals. Susana Paula, mamma mia. That's Roberts again in this quarter, and it's 5 apiece. 9:56, boys, Sioux City, we're starting to believe. That's 5 minutes and 4 seconds into the third quarter. Roberts with the hat trick. Neuenhuis chips this one a little bit high. That almost dropped in. Oh boy. Summit City relinquished the lead right now as it's tied 5-5. Not probably a place they thought they were going to find themselves. Big contact between Weissman and Bradford, blocked off the back of Musser. And we now have our score bug reflecting the proper score, 5-5. Musser up for Jessica Kennedy. Kennedy just getting her legs sort of back underneath her as this is taken away by Swigard, and Kennedy going to be called for a foul here. You have a couple on the Summit side saying blue card. I don't think we're going to get it. Coach Mike, that's Mike Rayburn, and assistant Nabil Mekki. They were leaning over the board showing, hey, maybe there should be a card on that, but no luck. Swigard lets this bounce to her. Swigard, will she blow by everybody, even with the triple team? Gonna have to give it off eventually. Now out for Eliana Summer. Summer, the WMLIS leader in blocked shots. Kennedy sends it bounding right towards us. I got it, I got it. Well, someday I'm gonna make a play on one of those. I keep telling people. Summer, Musser. A juggling contest. Kennedy is gonna have to try and run this down. Natalie Zimmerman will go pass back for Gasper. Kim Ortega's the one at the gate. Ortega is on, and Emily Myers is off for Summit. And the keeper, Rachel Wineclaw, runs this down. Wineclaw, 22 years old, recent graduate of Great Lakes Christian College. Nearly a back heel from Ortega that would have made me throw up in my mouth. Roberts has hit that same kind of thing for Zoo City, but it is filthy every time. Zimmerman dribbled through, everybody scores! The patience, and then at the end, all it takes is the softest of touches. Natalie Zimmerman, 7 minutes and 23 seconds in. And that's going to take us to the media timeout. As they pause on the pitch, we pause here on the stream. And we'll be back with you in a moment here from Classic City Center in Waterloo. We are back. It was just a few moments ago, Natalie Zimmerman, netting one rather, to give Summit City, the home team, the lead back at 6-5 here. We're now exactly halfway through quarter number 3. Zoo City had the first couple of scores coming out of the half, both to Susu Roberts. Now a big collision, and I think Boland is going to need some help now. Oh boy. Boland is down, and yeah. Everybody has been there at one point or another, unable to protect themselves. And Boland is absolutely feeling it right now. You didn't, I believe, have a foul called of any kind, so they're still planning on not assessing that, it looks like, but you are going to have a trainer coming out there. Boland down with the hands on the abdomen. And being looked at still. It is the nature of the sport that there's going to be collisions. Still Emma Boland down here. The stop comes at 7 minutes, 17 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Just gonna stay right here with you through the break. It has been an interesting third quarter already, and we're just barely over halfway through it. It started about 54 seconds in from Susanna Paula Roberts of Zoo City FC. And the one was good. That was the 10th score of the season. Rather, that was the 11th, as Roberts already had one from the first quarter. And then Roberts added another for the hat trick at the 5:04 mark of this quarter. And from there, Natalie Zimmerman at the 7:23 mark would score. Boland is going to come off, still holding the midsection. And Zoo City going to need to sub. They've now got Maurer, Jessica Kennedy, Brenna Musser, Brindley Neuenhuis, and Jalen Van Volkenberg. That's their 5 Musser ready to restart this. Swigard, Weissman, Ortega, Zimmerman. And you've got a player just behind Jessica Kennedy. Ah, now I see it. It's Eliana Summer. That's your 5 field players on each side. Weissman and Neuenhuis. Kennedy. Good handles with the right. Scores! Hey, welcome back, Jessica Kennedy. Oh, and to tie the game. Kennedy, it only feels right, doesn't it? The team against which she was injured in the opener. Oh boy, poetic in so many ways. Kennedy ties this thing 6 apiece. And save from Wineclaw. Kennedy's first score in the WMLIS, and essentially a lifetime veteran of the soccer game. And well, it's got to be one of the best goals. And we'll get a chance, hopefully, to talk to Jess after the game, and I imagine that she'll say as much. This is shot and saved. Wineclaw deflected it up.
Is there a trainer or something that can get ice? We got a trainer or something that can get ice? We need ice.
We got a restart here coming in a moment, and we're still looking for some ice for Emma Boland. Boy, Boland with the ribs is clearly in discomfort. Roberts has got a lot of space. That typically spells problems. She's going to blow right by Zimmerman. Roberts, dump off late. Musser scores! She put a hole in the net. That's Susu to Brenna Musser. And Zoo City in the lead, 7-6. Musser, 8 minutes, 40 seconds into the third quarter. It's going to be Musser's 3rd score on the season. Roberts just continues to tack on 4 more points today. Roberts came in with 9 goals, 2 assists, and she's got, again, 4 more points to add to the total. She needs 19 just to tie Stephanie Nunez of the Chicago Mustangs for the lead in points, but currently sitting 2nd in the league in goals and points. It has been an outpouring from Roberts. Roberts will put one up to Miranda. Bruns slowing it down, and Zoo City says, hey, we can afford to take our time here. Nobody going to get ahead of themselves in the ways that we've seen lead ties and changes. Musser, seeing eye single, scores! And how quickly did that turn? That's back-to-back goals for Brenna Musser. It's 8-6 for the road team. So 8:40 of the third quarter, then 9:23 of the third quarter. Brenna Musser with the back-to-backs. And Summit City thinking, ruh-roh, raggy. Sophie Bradford to head that one in the Zoo City direction. Probably too far ahead. Caitlin Gasper. And Bruns wanted to take a shot, but in the end, closed off on early. Jalen Van Volkenberg going to dump this back. Sophie Bradford lining it up. Thought Alfonso was coming to the wall, about to make a change, but she's still there. Now she'll have to help on Roberts. That was just a little bit too far ahead of Miranda. Bruns able to break this up, but now no more Zoo City players over in that area. Bradford going back to the keeper, Rachel Wineclaw. Both of these Zoo City keepers, Rachel Wineclaw and Mackenzie Paul, the 2 dressed today, making their team debuts and just meeting everybody for the first time. Shot saved, Gasper off of Bruns. Yeah, you shake hands with them and then you warm up with them, and a couple of minutes later you're out on that field having to make saves under fire. Roberts will flick it, and it looks like it's going to go all the way back to the keeper.
Hey, get movement up top! Get movement!
4 minutes, now 10 seconds to play. Roberts watched this as the gate opened, but they weren't able to get the change off yet. Now it opens up, and Roberts for Kennedy is the sub for Zoo City up top. Bruns might be able to have Kennedy come on and flip her to her right away. Jess already scored one. Bruns off for Van Valkenburg, blistered a little too high. That could have been her first with Zoo City as well. Brenna Musser scored the last two to give Zoo City that 8-6 lead. Adams right across the goal mouth. That's dangerous. Eliana Summer breaks this up. Miranda out for Kennedy. Stumbled. Kennedy back toward Van Valkenburg. Now Bradford up for Bruns. Bruns hesitates, a juggle with the outside flick.
Someone go back post!
Over to Kennedy. More of a stagnant offensive possession now. You hadn't seen that be much of a problem. Zoo City in transition, that's where they've been killing so far. Easy to say, but Roberts, really all three of her finishes arguably in transition. Miranda off a wall, see if Kennedy can keep it down there to Bruns. She will. This is a very long possession though. Bruns tried to thread that pass through the tiniest eyes of the needle. Bruns, couple good handles. Will she look to get a shot up? She goes back for Kennedy. Kennedy the one-timer! Miranda puts it down! Make it 2 for Maritza Miranda. Miranda scores with 2 minutes and 38 seconds remaining in the quarter. Miranda makes it 9-6. That's, you want to call it a commanding lead, but it's tough. It's really tough to say that, considering what we just saw as a juggle from Chupp. Ooh, she almost put that in on a rebound right in the face of Wineclaw. You want to call that something of a secure lead, as a great handle from Musser there made Chupp miss. But you just saw in the last match of WMLIS, these same Summit City United side heading into the fourth quarter with what looked like at times the lead that was going to win it, as Gasper lays out, makes this save on Kennedy. And then from there they would go on to be outscored in, I believe, the last about 8 to 10 minutes of play of that game, which was comprising both the fourth quarter and overtime. Outscored 5-1. This is a good touch from Kennedy, but it's going to be saved again. Caitlin Gasper. Gasper has had a difficult quarter so far. You may see Summit turn back to Carmen Swigard for the fourth, as Gasper did take over at the half. Musser up to Kennedy. Kennedy to Maurer. Jessica Kennedy with the assist and the goal. It had been a long time coming for her. Again, the torn meniscus in the inaugural WMLIS match on a blocked shot, and then to come back for your first match back out to get the rematch with Summit City. Poetic. Maurer tried to stuff that in, and the panic from Zimmerman said, okay, we're sending this thing out. There's 59 seconds exactly shown still on that clock. It's going to be Jessica Kennedy to take this from the top of the arc. Kennedy dumps off. Musser, little wide. Ortega had her back turned to it, so she's not going to be able to get the possession. This is Maurer. Maurer comes out of a fray with it. And she's going to go way out wide to Musser. Brenna Musser, Maritza Miranda, they've got 2 apiece. Susu Roberts with 3, and Sarah Bruns with the last one. That was the first Sioux City score. This is a foot race. Ortega and Maurer, 30 seconds. Sioux City still leads 9-6. We'll get that change for you at the quarter. 20 seconds to play here in that third quarter. Chupp goes way back toward Gasper. Make it 10 seconds. And Sioux City can't relax on this thing. Zimmerman unmarked for a moment. Zimmerman shot. Whoa, and it almost came out of there. A good look from Natalie Zimmerman. and a quarter that Zoo City had. A little bit dominant. Oh boy, oh boy. Maritza Miranda, Brenna Musser scores a couple of times. Susu Roberts twice in that quarter. She started it off back just 54 seconds in. Zoo City all over that scoreboard. A 5-1 quarter. Natalie Zimmerman with a 1 score for Summit. They'll take a break, and we'll take a break. Be back with you for the start of quarter number 4. We are back for quarter number 4. Zoo City dominated that third quarter pretty much wall to wall. It was Susu Roberts 54 seconds in as she scored on a transition breakaway. That sort of told the story of what all was to come. Now we kick off for the fourth quarter. Natalie Zimmerman had the 1 Summit score at 7:23 of that quarter, but not a whole lot else went right. Bruns, Zimmerman, Juggle Fest. It is Swigard, usually a great choice to start runs. Saved. And Zoo City, as we mentioned, will go quarter to quarter here. They went back to Mackenzie Paul. That's Chupp with a 2-piece. 1 touch, 2-piece, couple of scores for Juliana Chupp. And Summit takes only 26 seconds into the quarter to get another one up. So Zoo City immediately going to see their lead trimmed. 9-7 now is that lead. It was a dominant third quarter. Now could we see that flip and the fourth quarter be a very different story, because Summit has just as much to play for. They've got the ability to lock up that second seed and go to the WMLIS championship. Swigard, great dump off. Could have been a one-timer for Chupp again. Chupp running with too much space right now. All good things happening for Summit on attack. Bruns was down for a moment. Maybe she was playing possum because she pops up just fine. Miranda tried to hit it all the way ahead for Roberts. That's usually a very, very good choice. Roberts with the hat trick. The only one with 3 so far. You got a couple for Chupp. A couple for Brenna Musser and Maritza Miranda, both. And what a stuff from Paul. Now Zoo City turns it back over to Mackenzie Paul, just 19 years old, making her debut for Zoo City, her debut in the WMLIS. And you've now seen Emma Boland return. She starts this fourth quarter. Boland departed middle of the third, right around the halfway mark of it, as Bruns feigns as if she's pulling up from there. Good look. Roberts crosses it way over for Boland. She runs it down. And just to see Boland back out there is nice. That's a block from Swigard, and it goes so far out that Zoo City's gonna have to go pass back. Boland appeared to be mostly nursing the ribs. But nonetheless, again, she starts this fourth quarter. Roberts with the lefty, blister too high. And Roberts can get you either way. Ooh, somebody's caught with 6, I think. You've got 6 fingers being held up right now. We're gonna see who is going to serve it. I believe it's Zoo City who is caught with 6, however. And it's going to be Emma Boland to serve this. First Summit City power play. If we had that available on a score bug acquired on short notice, we would love to put it up there for you. But just know the Summit City advantage. 9-7 they trail. This is a huge opportunity here with 12 minutes, 27 seconds left to maybe try and cut it down to 1. 2 minutes, blue card being served by Emma Boland for Zoo City. And they'll start with a shot right away, just a tad high. Alfonso.
Get rid of it! Clear it!
Musser is hearing nothing but clear it, clear it, clear it. Alfonso's going to try and take this away. Musser in a war right now. Now Alina Garcia. Back to Summer. And Summit still on the power play. Jocelyn Alfonso gonna have a look, blocked! Defensive recovery from Musser, fabulous. Alfonso would have had a very good look. Now you got the keeper getting in on the attack, I love it. And indeed, Sioux City did go back to Carmen Swigard. Now with the empty netter. Oh, she recovered in time. Maria Maurer could sniff that thing from a mile away. Maurer scored Sioux City's first 2 goals in franchise history in the WMLIS in the inaugural match between these two teams. That was back on January the 17th. Maurer nearly had another. And some of those teams you just like playing against all the time. Roberts now has 5 of her 11 scores, as this is sent way out off of Alfonso last touch, I believe. So Susu Roberts has 3 today. She's got the hat trick. She also scored 2 out of the 4 for Sioux City in that inaugural match. So she's got 5 out of her 12 goals on the year against Summit City. Eliana Summer from the top of the arc. She'll give it off. A shot barely missed. And you could see Mackenzie Paul probably wasn't going to stop that if it was just top cheddar in that furthest right corner. Zimmerman blocked off of Maurer. Thought maybe we'd have a handball. I thought it may have hit Maurer's sort of bottom arm as she laid out. Musser now the on-ball defender against Zimmerman. Alfonso wanted to clean that up, couldn't do it. Boland gonna be released in 10 seconds. You still got Swigard. As Drew pulls one, that's gonna be the last look they're gonna get on the power play. But the deflection, and what a turn, Zimmerman scores. So it should be a full strength goal, but only just barely by 1 second officially. So I don't think Sioux City had even put their player back out there yet. I believe you're looking at Natalie Zimmerman for her second of the day. 4 minutes and 36 seconds here into the 4th quarter, and it is a 9-8 contest. Just the 1-score lead now for Sioux City. They've been outscored 2-0 here in the quarter, led 9-6 to start it. Chup to Weissman, Weissman with space, and save! Paul to keep it where it is. Back for Weissman! Equalizer! And Chup starting attacks is fabulous right now. Wow, this game is turning as quickly as we can possibly bring it to you. Those goals were exactly 30 seconds apart. You had one for Natalie Zimmerman, now one for Alyssa Weissman, and we're even 9 apiece. Sioux City now has been blitzed. They were all over Summit in the 3rd quarter, and Summit returning the favor big time. A 3-0 advantage so far for this quarter. Here is a clean takeaway for Adams. Abby Adams, she might square up and take a shot from here. And Jalen Van Valkenburg saw it, knocked it down. Miranda got a ways to run. Miranda and Bunkowski, she's just making him think a little bit. And that ball's in the middle of nowhere. Sioux City has Madison Ames, who wanted to try and run that thing down. Chup and Weissman. Weissman might start another chance. She'll have to slow it down a little bit. Still got Chup. Good looking rollback move to keep possession of it. Myers, Foster now off to Chup. Miranda was the on-ball defender on Myers. And they'll go pass back. Will Swigard get involved in the attack again? Probably not, but it was fun to watch on the power play. Little high, not much. And then Drew, well, a good deal higher. Sioux City might have gotten away with having a few too many on the field there. I think Summit had just sub 2 as well. Sioux City now answers. Madison Ames comes off and Susie Roberts comes on. Roberts going to be as marked could be for the last, as we look up at the clock, 8 minutes and 15 seconds rather. Tied at 9 apiece. Roberts wants to drift back to her left. Shot. Not quite. Still 9 apiece here in the fourth quarter. There's a battle right in front of that Sioux City bench. Foster, Bruns, Swigard, Ortega. I mean, everybody was kind of grabbing a piece there. Now Summit with a chance to take the lead. Haven't had one since before this half. Third quarter, Sioux City outscored them 5-1. Swigard to back her way in, denied. Mackenzie Paul in goal. Miranda. Patient as she carries it up. Van Volkenberg with the long strides. Shot. Missed it, and nobody there to clean it up. Roberts might be able to keep it in their half. And clean takeaway. Whoops. Roberts got the hat trick plus an assist already. Goes to her left. Too high. Up and over everything. And we got a media timeout. Oh boy. And 6 minutes, 59 seconds more to maybe sort this thing out. We just saw the last WMLIS match head into OT. It's something to think about, but 9-9 currently with 6:59 more to play. Summit, a strong fourth quarter to this point. Their best 8 minutes of play so far, as they have outscored Sioux City 3-0 in the quarter. Bruns off a takeaway. Will she look to attack? Overstrode just a little bit. Runs in for Maurer, blocked. Swigard. In the fourth quarter, Carmen and Rachel Swigard have been known to put up some daggers. It was a little hip check from Musser, and I think she's going to get foul called on her against Swigard. Still, the blue card, they're going to hold on to it. Sioux City was only hit with one blue card, and you've seen none on the Summit City side, no other cards of any kind to speak of. As Musser was whistled for that last foul, Eliana Summer ready to take it indirect. Summer will go way out wide for Zimmerman. And Mackenzie Paul going to scoop that up. Clock shows 6:09 now to play. We'll try and update you as best we can, as often as we can. Sarah Bruns. Bruns, one of the better attacking midfield options. Bruns splits, everybody stuffed! Completely simultaneous with Swigard. What a huge time for a blocked shot. Somebody ready for the restart. I thought at first Roberts was going to take it. Here it's Sophie Bradford. She lays it in the direction of Maurer. She couldn't turn on that thing. Maurer out for Brenda Musser. Summit City United has fought all the way back to tie this thing from down 9-6 entering this quarter, and it might be a Rachel Swigard takeover. In the last 5 minutes and 30 seconds, this ball is a little bit too long from Summit. Swigard is just going to pester, score! From a different time zone. Swigard, hat trick. 10-9. And Summit took the lead back. That's something they haven't had the luxury of saying in quite a while. Summit playing from ahead. Jessica Kennedy is going to sub herself on with this line. 5 minutes and 12 seconds. Kennedy has had a goal. She's had an assist. And she's had a fantastic return to the pitch. You can still see the knee brace on the right knee, but how much more gas does she and the entire Sioux City side have in the tank after such a fantastic third quarter? This is laid up for Neuenhuis. Hugs that board softly to Swigard. Swigard to chuck it in there to Aaliyah Garcia. Alina, that is. This is intercepted nearly by Kennedy. Couldn't maintain possession. Now they'll go pass back for Swigard. Musser gonna have to get on her horse. Garcia with a good-looking possession to start it. Chup blocked by Neuenhuis. Garcia, and no dice. Alina Garcia shot high. Mackenzie Paul still in goal. Now perhaps a little bit shell-shocked. 4-0. Zoo City has been outscored in this fourth quarter. Boland, nice little deke. Neuenhuis will serve it to Kennedy and headed the other way. You got a collision with Swigard and Miranda. Miranda was down for an extra beat or two. After the foul on Swigard, soft serve in from Boland. Up in the air, Neuenhuis. Miranda wanted to get her head on it maybe. And restart, Zoo City will stay down there. 3 minutes, 54 seconds. Your home team, Summit City United, holding the 10-9 lead. They got 3 minutes, 54 seconds more to try and quell this. A turn from Kennedy to Neuenhuis and a save for Swigard. That's the biggest one of the match so far. For all the world almost, it looked like it was going to be even. Now Garcia was practically all alone, and Paul has no choice but to put this over the board. Kenzie Paul was staring down disaster. Natalie Zimmerman, top of the arc. Zimmerman shoots, blocked by Boland. So Zoo City will survive again. I think Boland alertly was able to put that off of Zimmerman. That was well done by her. Restart coming at 3:32. Time's a little bit short right now, but Zoo City just needs one to put it back to even. Summit's thinking, hey, maybe we just need one to put it away for good. Miranda trying to back her way down on Summer. Miranda for Kennedy. It was there. Kennedy maybe just not looking for it there. Maybe looking for it to the other side of her body perhaps. Garcia, a great juggle off the wall against Musser. Swigard, she's gonna lose it. Garcia and Miranda, that ball's headed right towards us. And out. Clock says 2 minutes, 50 seconds. Tick, tick, tick. Do you hear that? Juliana Chup, she's got a couple of goals. Does she have a dagger in her? Everybody's tied up. Chup tried to stuff it in, save Paul. Zimmerman got a little bit of airspace, plunked. The follow is saved by Miranda. Oh, that was the dagger. Had Summit tapped that in, you would think, but still we've seen the sort of dramatic collapse from the fourth quarter of Summit's last match against the Mustangs. Swigard bounced all the way back near that center stripe and now picked up by Summer. Zimmerman, cross denied. Kennedy for Neuenhuis, she's gonna have a heck of a run. Yeah, I was asking Neuenhuis a lot to create all of that nearly on her own. 1 minute and 53 seconds to play. 10-9, Summit City United here at home. A chance to punch their ticket to the WMLIS final. And Swigard is dogpiled on. Does she have the ball at the bottom of that pile? She does. And what a fascinating sequence that was. But you should now have timeout called by Summit. That's exactly what we got. We're going to stay right with you here through the break. 1 minute and 31 seconds to play. That's all Summit has to hold on to this. That's all Zoo City has to get a goal, get it even, and perhaps extend this. We've seen extended action before. Again, that was the last WMLIS match with this Summit City United side, as well as the Chicago Mustangs. That one was 7-6. Huddles on both sides, uneasy. And nothing's been easy for anybody. Susu Roberts and Rachel Swigard matching hat tricks, both of them. Top offensive options for each. I think you gotta circle those two. Again, Swigard and Susu Roberts. Carmen Swigard with a chance to come back in this fourth quarter. In the third quarter, it was Caitlin Gasper, and Gasper didn't fare quite as well. Swigard, a shutout quarter to this point. 1 minute, 31 seconds. 91 ticks for Summit to hold on. Gasper, Roberts, as she was staring down Zimmerman. That has got to be scary. Here's Bradford and Emily Myers. Myers takes it away now. Ortega. Possession is 9/10 of this match right now. Ortega plunked. Sioux City colliding with each other a little bit. That was Maurer and Musser, I believe. And the time going to start running shorter and shorter. Swigard, the keeper, coming out of net just a little bit, but probably not too far. Down to 52 seconds. A one-goal game. Roberts to blow by. Roberts dump off late. Bruns stuffed! Rejected by Swigard. 37 seconds. Now you thought that last save was big. Down to 30. Oh boy, Swigard is going to elect to take the restart here. 22.1, that's all that's left. Sioux City, top of the arc, Susu Roberts. 3 goals already on the day. Roberts on approach, goes left and is blocked big time by Summer. Tick, tick, tick. Softly served to Swigard, 12 seconds. Swigard's gonna hold on long as she can. And as it heads down to the defensive third for Sioux City, that just might do it. Ticket punched. Summit City United heading to Cleveland on April 12th. They now know they're gonna take on the Chicago Mustangs. An undefeated Mustang squad leading the WMLIS in just about everything is going to meet a scrappy, plucky 4-1 team that was tested to within an inch of their lives the last couple of matches. They come away 1-1 in those, but they do take down Sioux City. They're going to drop Sioux City FC to 2-3 on the season, and Summit will improve to 4-1. And 10-9 your final score. We'll get a quick recap and see how we got there. Sioux City got up early 2-0. It was Sarah Bruns and Susu Roberts to score their first 2. From then, you had a bit of a change. Rachel Swigard took over, got a couple of scores for herself in the first quarter, as well as Alyssa Weissman adding one, and Juliana Chupp with a score of her own in the first quarter. Chupp would go on to score 2. Swigard would have a hat trick. Natalie Zimmerman added a couple, one in the third quarter, one in the fourth. Abby Adams with one back in the first quarter as well. On the Sioux City side, they get a hat trick from Susu Roberts, one again from Bruns, a couple for Maritza Miranda, a couple for Brenna Musser, one for Jessica Kennedy in a triumphant return, but only insofar as she's able to get back out there, stay injury-free, because her team does go down here 10-9. Well, a treat of a match, and we can't thank you enough for joining us, having patience on a number of technical difficulties and things that we struggled with today, but that is at times the name of the game.
You don't feel it.
The goal differential would have been the thing had Sioux City survived it. They would have kind of needed to go their way. That would have been the one thing that they couldn't necessarily control, but had they won out against the Mustangs, it could have been them. And they will think a lot on the could have beens, but you can't take away from an incredibly valiant effort. Summit is up first for their next match. That's next Sunday night at 7 Central, 8 Eastern in Chicago, as they have to still travel to the Mustangs. That's a little bit of a tune-up before the final. Then Kalamazoo will play for Pride a little bit, and the Kalamazoo Faithful. That's going to be Saturday, April 5th, 2 weeks for today. Oh boy, and we'll have to get out of here. For everyone who joined us today, I hope you enjoyed, and thank you so much. I'm Tanner White, the voice of the WMLIS. Thanks again for joining us.